Alors, bonjour, bonsoir, bon après-midi, bonne nuit et bienvenue, selon votre fuseau horaire et à quelle heure vous écoutez ça, et bienvenue à cette autre représentation de Mon oncle Marc qui, c'est spécial Saint-Valentin, comme c'est écrit juste en bas là, hein, avec le petit cœur et tout. Et, pour célébrer ça, il n'y a pas grand-chose à célébrer que la Saint-Valentin. C'est une fête de merde. Pour moi, c'est mon vendredi 13. Ça a toujours été ça. Et on va voir si ça va l'être encore une fois. Parce que, je vais jouer. Et vous allez me regarder jouer, si vous êtes là, à I Love You, Colonel Sanders. A dating simulator. Qui est, A Finger Licking Good Dating Simulator. Carrément. Et j'attends de l'installer au complet. Le truc, c'est que je me suis rendu compte qu'il y avait une cinématique au début. Quand on le démarre pour la première fois. Et je me suis dit, faut pas que vous manquiez ça. Ben non. C'est sûr que non. Donc, sur ce, on y va immédiatement. Et moi, je suis équipé, ok? Donc, ça va être simple. Comme c'est à Saint-Valentin, puis pour moi, c'est une journée de merde. Eh bien, j'ai du poulet que j'ai acheté ailleurs que chez PFK. Parce que fuck you, ils me payent pas pour ça. Fait que de la merde. Et j'ai des sushis aussi que je me suis acheté. Et je pense qu'à chaque fois que je vais aimer la game, je vais manger une aile de poulet qui vient pas de chez PFK. Et à chaque fois que la game va me donner un moment what the fuck, ce qui est très possible, parce que c'est un dating simulator japonais. Donc, on sait où est-ce que ça pourrait aller. J'espère que non. My God. Mais à chaque fois qu'il y a un moment what the fuck, eh bien, je ferai ceci. Une bonne gorgée de sangria. Parce que j'ai un bon 4 litres de sangria ici qui m'attend. Donc, c'est possible que je finisse la Saint-Valentin sous. Et ça serait assez drôle parce que j'ai une game à soir. Fait que sur ce, suffit de parler. Et allons-y de ce pas. Et fuck la Saint-Valentin. On joue à ça. Puis on y va. Là, attends une minute. Ah. Alors déjà, on voit que ça va être awesome. Ça n'aura pas le choix. Je vais baisser le volume parce que, oh my god. Bon, je vais juste vérifier là. Oh, ça marche pas. Ah! Bon, ben calice. Ça a même pas marché. Ben tabarnak, il va falloir que je reparte ça d'abord là. Non, non, on va repartir ça. On va repartir ça. Parce que moi, il n'est pas question que vous... non, non, faut avoir le... Exit. Exit de tout ça. Moi, ça va être non. Vraiment, on désinstalle. Ah non, non, il va y avoir le son pis tout. Vous allez entendre toute la petite patente. Il n'est pas question que non. Et d'ailleurs, je vais déjà manger un œil de poulet parce que moi, c'est une intro que oui. Et aussi parce que j'ai faim. Asti. C'est en train de télécharger, là. J'ai fait quelques changements à ma chaîne. Il n'y a plus de soundboard, de 1. Donc, il y a ça. En fait, il y en a un soundboard. Mais c'est Zoé qui... c'est Zoé qui le fait à cette heure.
This is the way.
Ouais. J'étais un petit peu tanné que ça soit utilisé n'importe comment. Fait que... It's like that. Bon, là, ça va être mieux. Là, on va tout voir qu'est-ce qu'il y a à tout. Et entendre. C'est important. Alors voilà, bonne Saint-Valentin. Et il garde le setting malgré que je l'avais désinstallé. Ben tabarnak, ça c'est bon ça. Bon ben on passe ça. C'est quand même un moment what the fuck aussi, fait que on prend une gorgée de sangria. New game, ça part bien. My name. Écoute, je suis Yana, of course. Okay. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. Ok, déjà, je peux voir que... Bon, il va falloir que... Attends. En fait... Pas mal... Tout... Oups. C'est quoi ça au juste? Ah, c'est le chat. Je pense. C'est ça. Ouais, bon, le chat, on va le mettre là, je pense. Et là, Ah. On va tasser ça un petit peu. Pour le mettre là. Parce que je veux pas qu'il y ait rien qui soit légende de quoi que ce soit. Puis d'ailleurs, on va faire un test. Donc, ça. Ben tiens, Zoé, est-ce que tu peux tester, voir? C'est parfait. C'est parfait comme ça. Je dirais tout ce que c'est. Bon. Fait que le soleil caste un glow à mon appartement. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up, tabarnak. Now, your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Non, je veux coller ça en dehors de la fenêtre. You slept through the school year and gave up on the once in a lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. Game over. Already, you might not be cut out for this. Wow! Mon premier game over, man! Merci, Zoé. Ah, let's try that again. My God. Sangria. On va se recouler un autre verre. Parce que je sais qu'on va en avoir besoin. Hostie. On repart ça. Tu l'as bien dit, Zoé. Il faut faire comme Wayne Gretzky a dit. Il faut Grassador. Faut pas lâcher. Donc, smack that clock up and at him. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wonder. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. Ah oui, d'abord, je vais faire quelque chose. Je reviens. Parce qu'évidemment. Ok. Maintenant que j'ai fait mes promos. No, I need to take this seriously. I'd better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. Yes, you bust through your morning checklist. Teeth brushed, hair combed, pits deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. It's what you need to get your blood flowing. Un biscuit. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Yenna. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam, raised by MasterChef parents. She's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great! But with University of Cooking, School Academy for Learning, salut Bruno! Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters. Wow, il y a juste 3 jours au semestre. I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. What? Ok. Sangria, tout le monde. Qu'est-ce que c'est ça? Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? No, I'm gonna pep talk my best friend. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower, and that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet an handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we'll be graduating. Well, je serais bien 3 jours, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all, and if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Yenna's shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins. Huh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. Ashley. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're never going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man. What? Sangria. M'en fait des sous à la fin de ça, c'est clair. Has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Ahem, Van! You rang? You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. Ouais, j'avoue que là, vous voyez pas Van, attendez un petit peu. Il faut que je tasse tout ça encore une fois, là. Là, est-ce que vous voyez Van Van? Dans toute son epicness? Oui. En tout cas, un petit peu mieux. Ok, alright. I know, right? You think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Il est assez épique, merci. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Que c'est ça? Huh? Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you! I think you mean thank you. My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob. But I guess he's reading it upside down, so he says Pop, of course. Hi, Pop. I'm Yenna, so... Are you going to make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kinda cute? What? I think it's just you. Yeah, he's kinda young, actually. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of the class. Adorable! Now, quiet down, everyone! Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? He must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Okay, is that no stuff? Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! Salut, Pat de Poule. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuance of fine dining. Of course. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. Ok, d'abord je vais faire quelque chose vu qu'il y a des personnages pis tout. Parce que je veux pas que ça soit trop dans les jambes. Premièrement, ça. Je fais ça en live avec vous autres là. Ok, ça je vais envoyer ça ici. Puis là, juste le petit cœur, on va le mettre là. Ok, puis là, ça, on va le mettre là. Ça devrait être bon, ça. Normalement. Montre-moi donc que ça a l'air, ça. Peut-être un petit peu trop. On va mettre ça de même, mettons. Ça a l'air ça. Ah, il pourrait être un petit peu plus par là. Puis là, comme ça. C'est-tu mieux? Ah, c'est bon ça. Ok, alright. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. Alright. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? I'm chilly! Someone close the window! And then... E walks in! Ça mérite un aile de poulet, ça. Non, une, pas deux, là. Ah ouais. Ah ouais. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? J'arrive et je vois ça. Salut, Haley. Time stands still. Indeed. Time stands still. Oh, yes. It's him! It's... If it isn't my favorite student, Harlan. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog. Before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. C'est pas du poulet Kentucky, en fait. C'est d'un autre restaurant. J'ai fait exprès, en fait. La raison est simple. Il me paye pas! Fait que... A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweetie Sweets-a-Lot? Maybe we should open that window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults? Besides, when Yenna sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. You take a moment to clean yourself up, évidemment, parce que, tu sais... Et vu que je me suis lavé... Je vais me laver le palais avec un petit peu de sangria. Wow. On a déjà un personnage en sueur. It's a good thing you didn't forget about the deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle! You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena! Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry, I'm late. Poulet béni scores? Non, puisque tu le demandes. C'est de chez Taz. À Saint-Hyacinthe. Le numéro. Vite fait. Taz. Saint-Hyacinthe. Voilà. C'est fait. Une assiette de 24 ailes de poulet. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled! If you utter one more word before I finished. Let that be a lesson to you students, that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. This is where the class bursts into laughter. Il y a une machine qui est... On t'encourage, les commerces locaux, c'est super. Ben oui, il faut, regarde. Il y a une machine qui est un étudiant. Écoute, sangria. Puis maman coulait d'autres. J'ai déjà mon 2e verre de fête. Fuck yes, ti. Oh man. Il y a une machine dans ma fucking classe. Tabarnak. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind? Salut Xeno! Tu joues à Call of Toulouse en ce moment. C'est dommage que que t'es en mute, mais je suis bien d'accord avec le lurk. Aussitôt que t'as fini, tu viendras en espérant que j'aille pas fini le jeu déjà. Puis bonne game de Call of Toulouse. T'es en train de manquer de quoi de sérieusement le fun. Et qu'est-ce que j'y donne? Du bœuf? Un rubber ball? Ou un chicken snack? Écoute, c'est un jeu de PFK, fait que... C'est un jeu de PFK, c'est clair que je donne un chicken snack. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite. Well, I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry Professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hands slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Wow. J'ai de la bave de chien sur ma main. Sangria, mesdames, messieurs. Bon appétit. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey Yenna, there's still a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me. If you're interested. Oh my god! I'm gonna sit by Colonel Sanders, of course. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks to offering me the seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can, and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you're settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Yay, a pop quiz! A quiz about me! This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely, looking at you, Pop. That's right. Forest is to 3 as chicken is to... Forest is to 3 as chicken is to feather. Of course. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything, as long as it is prepared with love and not too much salt. That's right. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy. That's right. Your total score is perfect score. Yeah! Fuck yeah, baby. All right. Yes! 5 out of 5. Well, be honest, did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity, Yenna. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Indeed! Time for lunch! And the poulet. Wow! The cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. Of course. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, it's just... I wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But, Sheesh. Lunch! She said shish. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. Wow, that must be the smell I smelled! Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented. But were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Above his head? Its content glimmer in the light. Oh my god. Il l'a mis sur sa tête. Come on, man. Piled high and huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelopes you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled the bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. En effet. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What? You think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Sure. No, my dude, no. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him? He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. That was a sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. What? Oh, please. Well, Van the Man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. Whoa, hold on, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now, there is enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing! Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension? What? Ça prend un coup de sangria pour ça, là. Man! On s'en va dans une autre dimension! Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. I will focus my mind and meditate on this moment, and try and identify every flavor. Don't go into light, Caroline. Caroline? C'est qui Caroline? You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Hey, t'es sûr, je vais faire de quoi, moi? Parce que, oui. Vraiment, ça, on va le mettre là. Et ensuite, dans les filtres, orange, screen overlay 9. Ça, on va l'enlever, je pense. Quoique, attends une minute. Ça, je vais mettre ça. Et on va mettre ça. Et ça. On va mettre ça. Comme ça. Puis là, si je mets les valeurs par défaut, puis que c'est donc un test, là, Zoé. Ah! Test. C'est bon, ça? Ok. Bon, on va revenir là. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt, maybe? Pepper, too obvious. Oregano? Basil? Maybe, but there's something else. Something dark, something spicy. You dig deeper, deeper, deeper. Yes, even deeper still until you find it. Could it be? You really did it. How bold, how adventurous to use. On sait pas c'est quoi. Non. You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret. And yet, now you know, a mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by the lunch. No one noticed that you've traveled through space and time. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. I approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approached. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Haha, how bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I could keep a secret, in fact. I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? Huh? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways and makes sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. Salué avec une avalanche de toutes sortes de emotes. I use the secret ingredient. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Secret ingredient? Wow! You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. And secret ingredient definitely isn't the flavor you tasted before, so now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe. Salut! But you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. Ben non, on peut y dire ça. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes, je lag à mort, j'arrête pas de couper sur son stream. Sur le stream de quoi? Sur le mien? Ben, c'est sur YouTube, oui, au pire. Même si tu me regardes en 140p, regarde, vaut mieux ça que pas me regarder du tout. C'est fluide pour toi aussi. Ben, pour moi aussi, sur mon cellulaire, ça l'est, donc... c'est probablement la connexion de UA. Je te recommande de me regarder sur YouTube, sincèrement. Si c'est le cas. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Ton PC, ah, ton PC, c'est ton PC. Le super PC. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. Ça coupera pire sur YouTube, mon navigateur devient fou. Ah ouais, ok. Ah ben. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Tu peux peut-être essayer sur Twitter au pire aussi. Mais je promets rien. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Je vais crash ça et revenir surtout. Ok. I will be modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now, you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Yenna. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place! It's magnificent! Finally we get to show off our stuff! Wait a second! Oh no! We have to show our stuff? What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Tu veux, Google? Je t'ai pas rien demandé. Salut, Yui. Wanna be my partner? Sure, Yenna. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner! Beep boop beep. Oh my, two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Pas sûr que ce soit mieux en plus fluide. J'avais oublié que c'était ce jeu. C'est ce jeu, en effet. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Ben moi je pense que je vais y aller pour la machine, pour vrai, là. Parce que Pop, moi je fais pas confiance. Il est même pas capable de lire son nom comme faut, là, tu sais, au niveau de la cuisine, là. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate! It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Barp, barp, barp. Nah, c'est que... sa nouvelle peluche. Oh, t'as une peluche? C'est quoi la peluche? Hold on here, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzzzt. Tissue? I hardly know you. Ha 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 ha. Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now, it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea? Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Ils disent d'y aller simple. Fait Moi y aller avec les patates and gravy de ma grand-mère. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes. And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your old face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes.
No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine.
Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders?
We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business.
Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd better keep your fingers off my man.
Did someone call for me?
Ah, no, geez, Van. Why, I'm over here crushing Yenna's dreams. You're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember?
Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends.
Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now?
Actually, no. It looked like Yenna was struggling, so we have offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring.
Oh mon Dieu, c'est cliché.
I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it.
Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned yourself as at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense.
Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly.
Well, I'm gonna turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks, in your time of need. I'm here to learn and to express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right?
A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Yenna as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Yenna's natural talent or their loyalty.
Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station to realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama,
You've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere.
I know just what to do.
Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be proud. Oh yeah! I made Granny proud. Ça mérite un aile de poulet. Je dédie ce moment à ma grand-mère Vallière. Qui est probablement au paradis. Elle avait une recette très spéciale de pétates pilées. Merci. Recette que la dernière fois que j'ai célébré Noël avec ma famille, c'était le premier Noël où est-ce qu'elle était décédée. Et ben j'ai eu l'honneur de faire sa recette de pétates. Et je me souviens que je voulais ajouter un ingrédient spécial et je me suis fait dire non! Tu mets pas de ça là-dedans. Tu mets juste qu'est-ce que grand-mère en mettait. C'est tout. Oh yes. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it. But he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork. And for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. Oh yeah, man. Love with a spork. Fuck yeah. Spork love. Ah, ça méritait de la sangria, ça. Oh non, ça mérite un double sangria, je pense. Je finis le verre. Ah. Évidemment, je m'en recoule un autre. Parce que c'est clair qu'il va y avoir d'autres moments what the fuck là-dedans. Man, il n'y a jamais eu un moment aussi romantique dans toute l'histoire de l'humanité avec une spork. Jamais. Hop. J'ai échappé le bouchon. Ah, il est bas. On va l'avoir. Je ruine pas le moment, là. J'avais un moment full romantique. Maudit bouchon sale. Bon.
If you love something,
Set it free. Oh yeah, set me free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van! Do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious! Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity?
Hold on right there, Yenna. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands.
Can I has potatoes face? Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand.
Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic! In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky salt water sauce, plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. Oh, no, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic.
Too late, it has been eaten.
Think I have left something in the oven.
I don't feel so good.
It killed him! Oh my god! Everyone step back, don't take another bite!
When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self.
Il y a déjà un mort, câlisse! Ça n'a pas de sens! Sangria total!
Oopsie! Tastes like poison! The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds.
I'm not sure the professors here make enough money.
Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here.
Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home.
What? Like, for real? Oh, come on.
You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly.
Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know you're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders?
Yes, Yenna?
There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there! There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I have been working toward that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights. Like, so many weights.
We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star.
Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that.
I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name?
Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me! I'm the hero. The spork monster's here to fight a hero. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds.
How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level?
Be afraid. Be very afraid of me because I'm a monster, see?
Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! Oh my god! What will you do? I'm gonna attack! You decide to go on the attack! Which attack will you use? Cook with love! Cook with love does 1 damage! It just got real! That attack really upsets Spork Monster! Spork Monster goes on the attack! Hey, moi non, sangria déjà là. They spit hot gravy at you! You take 1 damage. Full on attack! You decide to go on the attack! It worked last time, right? Cook with love! Cook with love does 1 damage! Spork Monster won't forget this! Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack! Spork Monster focuses their masked mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself! They grow larger and more intimidating! How will you respond? I'm going to defend! You decide to defend! Which defense will you use? Trepidation! You hold your head between your hands and mutter, "This is not happening! This is not happening!" Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses utilitensel. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. I must attack! You decide to go on the attack. Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster oozing cheese sauce into the land on the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded edge.
Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here.
Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot pie power bitch. Sangria. Pot pie power pinch does 10 damage.
Spork monsters defeated! Oh yeah, baby! You saved me! An injured sport monster spews steam into the night. Should I finish him or spare him? On va y aller full gentil. On va le sparer. You managed to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he's still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back, like you said. The spork monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. Oh, wait. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko.
Borko? That name sounds strangely familiar.
Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy! You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there. Instructing your love dreams are weird. D'accord. Sangria, of course. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe you really used the secret ingredient. And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might like Clank. Like him, like Like? I know! It sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday, yeah. Sure you did! You're great! Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? However, you don't tell her that you know a second ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. That sounds bad, guys. I need sangria for this. Yeah, a lot of sangria. That does not bode well. Quand il y a un homme étranger qui arrive dans un jardin pour vous parler et qui vous dit il faut que tu me fasses une faveur si tu veux avoir de la poudre de pétales rares, dites non, mais vous autres là qui écoutez, dites non à ça. C'est important. C'est une leçon de vie très importante. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I've ever tasted. Pas sûr, proposition, pas du tout suspect, ouais, c'est ça. I think you're being very literal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? No. I'm gonna protect the secret!
Make up a fake ingredient. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt? Wow! Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figured that you satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Well, j'ai bien fait de pas dire la vérité. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. Oh, what could it be? It's Colonel Sanders! He's arriving at school on a horse! Oh yeah! Colonel Sanders on a horse. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. I'm gonna run to him. You decide that the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him. Surely, he'll sweep you up onto the back of his stallion, and you'll ride away together. That'll show her good. Oh, Colonel, my Colonel. However, your sudden movements surprise the horse, and it rears up, kicking you directly in the face. Oh my god! The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision. Oh no! Oh, Yenna, I am here to deliver you a message. Not this guy. It is important that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end. So, you know, it's serious. I've been trapped in a realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. And that name is... Before you can continue, you suddenly awake. Oh my god. Aw, jeez! You awake to find Colonel Sanders tending to you. He roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices. Or is it that just his natural seasoned musk? Je pense qu'on n'ira pas trop vite pour le kiss. I'll compliment the craftsmanship of his horse's shoes. Un peu d'humour. Maybe you shouldn't be riding a horse to school. And maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who wasn't wrong here. But one thing is for sure, that Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face.
That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore.
And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your 2 rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way, they're hiding. You know, it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder. But he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this.
Why don't you make it like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Well, I'm gonna act like I'm not interested, but I'll really try and get a closer look. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. How? And you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules?
Oh, I'm not sure. You're good at me. You know a good meal if it ate you.
Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache.
And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil.
You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing! Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep, beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty fruit.
Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts!
Watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzzzt, womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language. Not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp.
No, your mother was a stand mixer.
Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Oh my god! Ça s'en vient violent! Fuck! Sangria total! Protect me, Colonel Sanders! These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me. But I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right?
Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on.
Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class today. He's panting, which doesn't seem to that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog.
Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn.
Rub his furry dog belly, he loves it. Sprinkles stops in his tracks and sniffs the hair around you. Something has him in a trance. It's the scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face.
Down, boy, down. Off toppin'.
That command shouted by Colonel Sanders has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that.
I'm sorry, I got a little carried away.
After he catches his breath,
Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken! You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly, you do. Which is why, in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Yenna? Naturally, this appears to you to be a simple platter. Which item do you want to sample? I'm going to sample... a shimmering pepper. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally, you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe again! Man, c'est la troisième fois que... Oh my god. My friend, oh... This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through. To fulfill the prophecy. You must. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. I'm gonna step up and tell them, you're on! A bit of lunchtime competition, hey? Count me in. I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it. Then so be it. I'm not the fool. You're the fool. Good one, Van. I like your gumption, Yenna. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely, he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sports-saying court. Finally, makes a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer! Timer ready! Just then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, timer ready. Yeah, I can see that. D'où ça vient, ça? Fuck. That's what I'm talking about. I stand corrected.
The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me. In case anyone was wondering, I hope its message lifts you to victory.
Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself.
You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does the water boil at? 100 degrees Celsius. That's right, but how would you have even got in this school without knowing that? Whoever gets to rub my furry belly, let that enticing offer and motivate you. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say he used? 10. That's wrong. I've seen schnauzers with better sense than that. Oh, yeah, some of it's 10. And the miniature kind, no less. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Trust. That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. How would it be a great time to harness that energy? So where does it come from? That's right, this is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. Callie, ça va bien vite. Man! Arrgh! You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling. That's wrong, Callis. Don't make me get the spray bottle. Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Yenna. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonful? Fuck, what were you thinking? Get your mind back into the competition. Grrr. Are you stranding on a desert island with only one desert cookbook? Which do you take? What a hunk! I know, right? You know what? Should you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind! Wedding vows just deposited. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuit? Woof woof! You're really struggling to keep up. And the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes! I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing your personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Yenna does. And a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Yenna, no! But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck.
It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way he'll be able to use that ad for the rest of the match. What?
Holy fuck, j'ai perdu une main! Oh, ouais, donne-moi la sangria, man! Je pense tellement que le Colonel Sanders, esti, que j'ai perdu une main dans un mixeur. Oh my god! That's bad!
Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult.
Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over.
It can't be. It was so close to finishing my dish. I was so close.
Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on.
Ah, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish, ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default.
No. It wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Yenna's injury.
You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish.
But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared.
Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Yenna to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring the creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand.
Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed, as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley?
Oh, you.
As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his moustache. No, I'm going to internalize the rage I feel right now. Ça sent bon, oui? Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Oh my god!
J'ai perdu une main puis j'ai perdu mes sourcils. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly.
I know you're hurting right now. Not just from devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that smile fire. We should get that check out.
Oh, I'm fine.
Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? Well, that's exactly what I think. Well, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. And I lost my innocence when I picked up a firearm and put a bullet in my rival. He survived for a while anyhow. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon, tie, and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! And just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you're prepared for the worst. It's the spork monster! No! Borko? It is I.
I know, I said I wouldn't be back. And after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but...
Sangria, parce que, blah, my god.
I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize.
Armance de Bruno, eh?
I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right?
Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode.
I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see.
I don't believe it. You were a human once?
Well, no. I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Until one day, some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed.
A magic spellbook?
Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way, I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocents from those who would cheat from through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there.
It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Yenna, together, I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway, and we can discuss.
A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like. But it sounds like you're about to find out. Oh yeah! Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders.
Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made a decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef.
Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with. Trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing.
Tu peux voir les photos. Même bébé avait son petit pinch. Magnifique.
It's meant to be paired with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret just for you? Ah non, écoute, rendu là, reveal it. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens into the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux Hideaway. Oh yeah?
Ah non, ça mérite un hôtel de poulet, ça. Fuck yeah. Ben, c'est sûr que ça donne faim. Oh man. Aide-moi le poulet, certain. Salut Tyranneuil. Écoute, t'arrives justement dans le bon temps. Là. Colonel Sanders m'a invité chez lui. Et là, je viens de lui révéler ma recette secrète de salade aux choux.
Magnificent.
Together, you chow down the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl.
Do you mind if I hold onto the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment.
You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not?
Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment.
You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Oh my god. Le Colonel est un magical girl avec barbichette, certain. Ah, il va se mettre la cause là sur le pilon de poulet. Toi, t'as compris ma célébration de la Saint-Valentin, mon cher Tyranneuil. Xeno qui est en mute parce que game. Xeno qui m'écoute en mute parce que elle joue à Call of Cthulhu en me regardant jouer le Dating Simulator. My god, c'est merveilleux. Écoute, on va y aller avec le poulet d'abord, là. Come on. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. C'est à ça que ça sert 2 écrans. Yes sir, Tyranneuil. Qui est en train probablement de streamer lui-même. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads the true state bird of the great state of Kentucky. La chandelle. C'est ça la chandelle? Ah, je pensais que c'était un verre d'alcool ou quelque chose de même. Bon, on va étudier sur la chandelle. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in the lake? Odeur de gravy? Peut-être. Summer of 69. Oh yeah! Référence à Bryan Adams, mesdames, messieurs. C'est le thème de la sangria, là. Ah non, non, pis ça mérite un aile de poulet, moi je dis aussi, là. Ah non, regarde. Moi je m'attendais pas à une référence à Bryan Adams dans un jeu de poulet de Kentucky. Come on! Fait que, ouais. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir, certain? Oh my god. I got a 6-string guitar. Y'a pas de bus qui sente le poulet. C'est quoi, Xeno? Je pense que oui, mais je suis pas sûr. Oh my god. Ah non, mais c'est trop, là. Moi, une référence à Bryan Adams, hein, ça vient me chercher. No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's second... Oh, ouais! Là, j'en ai 2! Oh my god! Ah ben j'ai bien envie de taper là-dessus, moi. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver.
Oh, là, la porte est ouverte. Mais on va continuer ici, je pense. J'ai bien envie de regarder le vase. You take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, and when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. Ah, poor guy, really. On va y aller avec une des photos. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be the Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded. Am I right? Yeah. Ouais, ça. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is when he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. On va aller voir ça. One of the framed photos. Ouvre la porte. Je suis sûr que tu auras une surprise dans le bucket. Peut-être, mais je vais y aller avec la porte. Mais je vais voir si je peux tout piquer dans cette pièce-là avant. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They old fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Voyons voir la fenêtre. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then the ghost of a student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window, a crack, and the ghost student is swept out with a breeze. Oh my god! Je l'apprendrai jamais son nom. Là. Ça c'est quoi? This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns to you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? The original Colonel. Fait que là, on va y aller dans la porte. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one of its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket.
I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you.
Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off! Est-ce que je fais le big move tout de suite? Peut-être pas tout de suite. Moi, je pense que c'est trop tôt. Je vais lui dire que je me sens... j'ai froid. J'aurais peut-être besoin d'un câlin. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots close to the fireplace.
It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer?
Suddenly, everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. No! But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel?
Yes, Yenna?
I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful.
I think you're right. We should take things slow.
You talk late into the night and drift off into slumber. Dream sequence. Évidemment que il fly sur des pilons de poulet. Voilà. Moi j'aurais besoin de plus de sangria là. Fucking right. Oh mais oh boy. Je commence à être chaud un peu là. Whew! This is hot. Oh my god. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today's a day that could change the rest of your life. Salut mon oncle Marc, c'est Emily qui parle en majuscule. Mon oncle. Salut Emily. Je suis en train de jouer à un dating simulator et j'en suis à mon, je pense, 6e ou 7e verre de sangria. Quel magnifique Saint-Valentin jusqu'à là. You think about a new secret ingredient you just learned about. Wait a second! Secret ingredient! Oh my god! In some jurisdictions, secret ingredients isn't even legal. T'es sourd? Non, mais ça s'en va bien. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it.
Your simple breakfast I just whipped up.
It's meticulous. Oh my god! He cooked me breakfast! Il est bizarre ce nouveau mode de Skyrim. Écoute, Mélic, j'en ai... Je suis tombé dans l'enfer des mods, là. Ça, c'est une autre affaire. On verra quand ce sera Skyrim. Mais là, je pense que... Fuck yeah! Et ça mérite un aile de poulet. Fucking right! Le colonel qui veut manger, pas le choix. Holy fuck! Avec des espèces de beignes de patates avec du beurre dessus.
Oh my god. C'est magique. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match?
How presumptuous.
My cuisine and your taste buds, that is.
Such confidence, such grace. Could it be the world's greatest gift to cookery? I'm going to flatter him, of course. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eyes as he gazes out the window.
And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail.
Business partner? Could he be talking up to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find there's something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you.
Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night.
Yeah, me too.
I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you.
It's okay, it was just...
But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam.
Sure, but,
You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date.
I think I can believe that.
Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control.
Did she just say skydiving? As if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? Oh my god, wait. Sangria. Oh boy.
And now I'm not really sure where we stand.
You don't give Miriam time to tell her the whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your whole night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him.
You what?
Nothing happened but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because you know, he's Pop.
What's a swirly? It sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away.
I have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Hey, Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can't get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school.
There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature?
You've got some nerves, Yenna. Suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse.
Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain.
Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up.
I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on.
Is someone excited for the final day of school, Yenna? How's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon.
Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard.
Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive.
What is he doing complimenting her?
But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce?
It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received.
That's a lot of words to say. It was bland.
Excuse me, Yenna. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself.
Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel.
I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Yenna.
Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages.
Whoa, what's that book? It looks like bad news.
It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff.
A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful?
I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open it to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. I could use a spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam.
That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger?
Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. You've got a memory. No, I won't do it. I won't do it. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. I won't go the dark route! No! Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. Un gros choix, oui. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on.
I assure you, it's nothing to be afraid of.
His cute little nose crunches up, and he begins to breathe quickly.
Ouais, il est Il a probablement faim. Fait que je vais lui donner un snack.
You reach into your backpack and grab some homework from last semester that you forgot to turn in. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles the sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide.
I apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much in this world satisfies like ungraded work. My, Yenna. Were you studying something with cinnamon?
I have been sitting in on a lecture series around the art of cake baking. How insightful.
This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Yenna, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see...
But before I can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by weird whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. Bzz, bzz. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane, scrapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no! You have to show off to your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan. J&J forever! Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Beep, whir. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can't all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Sad beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Beep. Bzz. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay? Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down.
J'avoue que je m'attendais pas à un soulier pané. Sangria.
Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school.
Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam! I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena.
But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? Okay? I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Your tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane, the success city. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it. And a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pup or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, or so what? You're a special person. We shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tear from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet the Professor Dog is going to love it too, love it up. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice the dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off of Van the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Yena's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature for you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders.
Yenna, what are you doing there? There's still time before the final exam.
Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you.
Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious.
You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Well, I'm gonna fess up about my practice dish. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing.
I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards.
That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell?
Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else.
Oh no, is it burning?
Ha ha ha, no. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC.
Oh, what about your friends? Fuck yeah.
But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out.
The moment of truth. Wow. Voici ce qui va peut-être me faire gagner le cœur de Colonel Sanders. On va espérer. En tout cas, ça méritait une aile de poulet. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules! That is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll pull you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly to elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass. Ça donne faim ce jeu-là, mais oui. And several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big. To go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air.
Egg wash.
Miriam furiously injects ingredients into a itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend, Baster Blaster! Van Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open his sea urchin. Let's rock and roll! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shadow personality spatula! Even Clank gets in on it.
5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique.
Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English?
It's the singularity, as was foretold.
We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance surprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No! I will do it the hard way! Who needs magic when you've got passion? Yeah! I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room.
I believe in you, Yeda.
Miriam notices too.
And I've always believed in you, Yenna, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever.
You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking?
Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient! However, she doesn't know that you lied, and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get eye of newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards, the watery noodles begging to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. Hey, merci Sonimax qui vient de s'abonner. Et je comprends pourquoi que Zoé le marque pas. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spark monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, the pork monster, notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisis crossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little pork pop, back in the old country. You can feel this pork monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in Monster School that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up, he tossed a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck! Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. I'm going to summon extra power from deep down within myself! Fuck yeah! I can do this! I have what it takes! I came here to win! Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Sienna, you are the chosen one, you will avenge me. The power you'd be summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery! You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything! With the power of mac and cheese! Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. Fuck! But don't worry, dear Yenna. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support.
I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches.
He steps up to your station and stands right beside you.
I'm here to help.
All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up. So, you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules?
Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart.
What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on.
And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts.
Are you suggesting?
If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union.
Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Hey, I'm flying! What? What? Wait, what? Non, j'ai besoin de plus de sangria. Pourquoi qu'il vole, lui, ici? What the fuck? Qu'est-ce qui se passe? It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Qu'est-ce que c'est ça? Miriam, would you mind? Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop, hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now! Let me guess! Did Van Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad! It looks the Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks? Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow, he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please, collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. 3 jours. Wow, 3 whole days long, yeah. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish, please. I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto maki? I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl. Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A plus! Rarely do I taste a dish with as such love poured into it as yours.
Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug.
Thank you, Yenna, for helping me to believe in myself.
Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in an axiom urchin shell topped with caviar. Did your skewer one type of urchin with spice from a second different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly what I did. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool?
Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around.
Woof woof! Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr.
Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded.
Ouch, my tongue!
The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting.
I can't eat this! It kept poking my tongue. Disqualified!
A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat, eh? By the way, dejected, Van the Man does not go gentle into the night.
Disqualified? For glamour? No, this complicity! This isn't the last you've heard of me.
Before forcing us to injure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk.
I know, yes. I'm a dog and I drink milk. I'll get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish.
I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass.
That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece.
Don't eat the food at a cooking school.
Got toast in your ears or something, Yenna? I told you, it's a display piece.
Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school.
Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and did an extremely good job cooking it, too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I suppose you can smell it, if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard, you might disrupt the sugar spiral.
If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You're disqualified.
Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up.
You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you.
And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone.
This isn't the last you've heard of me, either.
If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself.
You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together.
Two chefs?
What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese
has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a little drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this? This thing? And completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the test. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that the Van and Ashley are drowned back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghost allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He has totally mellowed out.
Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more! From here out, I'd prefer that anyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster!
Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking. And you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? Of course, Sangria. It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for a good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop! I know you weren't able to complete a final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the Chancellor of such and such. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing.
I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What?
Sangria. Oh my god. What? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time.
Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me?
I don't know what to say. Hey, salut Philippe, qui lance un raid de 8 personnes. T'arrives, je pense, à la fin. Besides, no, obviously. I have just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. C'est quoi le jeu? C'est I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. Qui, salut Marie, qui est ma façon de faire un fuck you à la Saint-Valentin. Assez thématique, oui. Et, ben, depuis le début, à chaque fois que il y a un moment what the fuck, je bois de la sangria. Et à chaque fois qu'il y a un moment qui est awesome, eh ben, je me suis commandé un 24L de poulet qui vient pas de PFK. Alors, j'en mange une aussi. Donc, voilà le gros concept. Et j'en suis à mon, je pense, 7e verre de sangria. Donc, ça commence à faire effet un petit peu. Donc, you're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Parle-moi d'une belle soirée, certain. Salut le viking yodeler.
Howdy, classmates.
Yo, certain. Donc tu peux écouter, t'arrives à la fin, Xeno. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. Oh yeah! Fuck yeah! Ça mérite un aile de poulet, ça! Ah oui! Écoute, t'as le bucket de poulet. T'as les mashed potatoes de ma grand-mère qu'on a fait au début. T'as les espèces de little pancakes qui m'avaient fait pour déjeuner. Et t'as ma coleslaw salad. Vraiment. C'est magique. Oh man. Oh oui. Ah bon, on a un full meal. C'est assez magique. Is this the end? No, it's not the end! Tabardan! As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner. Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Oh, what happened?
Yenna, what are you doing sitting all alone?
Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder.
Might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person?
Off the top of my head, no, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few.
It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me?
Yes, I would love to, yes! As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you.
And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Yenna.
How sweet! We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks.
Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. Quack!
But who will help you run your restaurants?
I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward?
Could it be? You found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love? The life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school.
Oh, my dear Yenna, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end.
No! Oh no. Oh. Oh, il est très difficile. Et c'était I Love You, Colonel Sanders. Alors, ben sur ce, je vous remercie beaucoup d'avoir été là. Je remercie beaucoup. Je pense que c'est Philippe qui a fait un raid. C'est bien ça. Je vais remonter le chat un petit peu. Oui, merci beaucoup à toi, Philippe. Je ne rejouerai pas à ce jeu-là pour essayer de l'avoir à 100%, évidemment. C'est un spécial de Saint-Valentin. Là, on peut peut-être regarder pour qui on va raider. Je vous rappelle que ce soir, avant que ça arrive, autour de 20h sur le channel des aventureux, pas sur le mien, mais sur le Twitch des aventureux, il y a la suite de Brigandine où je vais jouer probablement à moitié sous parce que hein, j'ai bu de la sangria toute la petite journée. Donc ça va être assez spécial, surtout que c'est la fin du siège de je me souviens plus c'est quoi le nom de la ville. Mais c'est something avec un nom allemand de quelque sorte parce que Radburger adore ça. Et je vous rappelle, en fait je vous le rappelle pas, je vous le dis là, parce que ça fait 3 jours que, en fait, que finalement j'ai découvert comment colisser des mods dans Skyrim. Et je suis tombé dans l'enfer du modding. Et j'ai mis un petit peu de... Fait que je vais être de retour cette semaine avec mon orc, mage, barde, guerrier, loup-garou et tout le kit. Et sur ce, je vous rappelle aussi qu'il y a... Ouais, Papy mon oncle va être revenu. Puis j'ai downloadé des bibliothèques même. Fait que je vais finir par me la faire, mon bibliothèque épique. Calice. Est-ce que j'ai un Discord? Oui, mais il est un peu mort. Je te conseille, non, il n'y a pas... je te conseille d'aller sur le Discord des aventureux, plutôt. En bas, tu cliques sur le logo des aventureux dans Twitch, qui est juste en bas de mon stream. Et tu vas sur le Discord là, parce que le mien, il est up and running, mais ça fait comme des mois qu'il n'y a plus personne qui il est arrivé de la bullshit, là, pis en tout cas. Whatever, c'est pas grave. On va te l'activer. Je vous conseille davantage d'activer celui des aventureux pour vrai. Non, je suis sérieux, vraiment, là. Et c'est en bas les liens. Donc, moi, sur ce, je vais d'abord mettre ça de même. Et qui est-ce qu'on va raider? Qui est-ce qui est en ligne présentement? Y a-tu des gens intéressants? Ouais, il est pas... C'est un peu triste. Il n'y a pas grand monde, en fait. Même pas... je pensais qu'il y avait Tyranny ou Monsieur Caféine. T'as juste de la musique? Oui, c'est sûr. On peut peut-être raider quelqu'un sur Team Québec dans ce cas-là. On va aller voir. Pas quelqu'un qui a trop de views parce que c'est de la bullshit. Ah ben tiens, il y en a un qui joue à Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, qui est un de mes jeux préférés de mon enfance / adolescence. Fait que on va aller raider Super Big Kmart. On va lui dire des halos. Donc, lancer un raid. Tiens. Voilà. Sur ce, je vous remercie beaucoup d'avoir été là. Et je vous dis à la prochaine. Si vous voulez savoir quand je diffuse, il y a une façon très simple. Vous faites un follow en bas. That's it. Ça va vous le dire. Parce que j'ai pas vraiment voyons, d'horaire ou de quoi que ce soit. Fait que follow, ça vous dit quand est-ce que je stream. Et voilà, et c'est tout. Sur ce, moi j'y vais. Câlin, bisous, tourlou.